All right, here we go. We're going to talk about another example, talking about random design compared to randomly block design. And so we have here, a political strategist would like to design an experiment to compare the effectiveness of 3 different YouTube advertisements promoting a specific presidential candidate. She uses 300 randomly selected YouTube users for the experiment. So what do we have here? Well, first off, we're going to describe a completely randomized design. Okay. Now, when we describe that, we compare the effectiveness of 3 advertisements. So, what we would have is we'd have our 300 volunteers, and we would then take these 300 volunteers and we'd randomly assign them to the 3 different treatments. Okay, I'm going to call it RA random assignment. Now, it is important that you randomly assign them because one is going to go to advertisement 1. That's our first treatment, advertisement 2, and then advertisement 3. So each one will be randomized to these different treatments. Now from here, we would then compare, all right, ad effectiveness in the end. Okay, what is their like or dislike for the candidate or whatever it may be. Now that would be a completely randomized design because we're taking all 300 volunteers that we have and randomly assigning them to the different treatments. It is important that we have random assignment. Now, if we're to do a randomized block design for this experiment, we would need to figure out what our blocks are. So we would start off with 300 volunteers. Now, since we're talking about political ads, and since these are just 300 volunteers, we don't know what party they're involved with. So we probably want to block them, okay? Block them into, I would say, different parties. And so maybe you would have one that would be Republican, all right, Republican. We would then block the other one into Democrat. All right, look at them. And then maybe you would have this one right down here. It would be independent. Okay. And the reason why we were going to be randomly documented, I'm just going to go down here for this choice because political parties, all right, political parties may influence the attitude toward the effectiveness of the ads. Okay, and so and that says effectiveness. Maybe write that out a little bit better. Effectiveness. There we go. Of the ads. And that is really why we would want to separate them. Now from here, and when we have Republicans, Democrats, and Independents, we are then going to, however many they have here, okay, we're now going to do a random assignment of these different blocks. So we would do a random assignment for the Republicans, however many that may be, all right? And we put an N number here, random assignment, and from there, we would give them add 1. All right, then we do the N number here, add 2. All right, N number there, another random assignment of whatever that may be. And so depending on what we have together, all these would be going to add 1, add 2, and then add 3. We would do the same thing for Democrats. We would have add 1, add 2, add 3, and we have a random assignment in each one of these. All right, and then independents would have add 1, add 2, and add 3. And once again, we would do a random assignment of each one of these. All right, random assignment, each one. Now from each one of the different blocks, we compare the effectiveness, compare results. Okay, results. And then from here, we can compare results. And then from here, we can compare results. And then from these results, we then can compare those results, all right, to see if there really maybe is a difference of maybe the add 1, 2, or 3 may not affect that much Republicans. Maybe won't affect that much of Democrats. However, maybe it would sway more for independents. Okay, and so from there we can compare the results in each one to see which one would be the best ad overall. All right, to play. All right, so there is another example of how we can use randomized block design in order to get a better result and a clearer picture using experimentation. All right, using our experimentation. And the key thing is we're using randomized block design because we believe that our blocks will generate a different result. Okay, and to effectively make sure that we um, don't have too many grouped in one root in one group, like A1, A2, A3, like we would have like a completely randomized design. That's why we block them. All right. Well, I hope this helps you out. Yeah. Good luck and God bless the rest of your problems.